I think what makes The Long Walk so effective and why I ultimately think it's going to be very popular with people is that it combines the best of two different sides of Stephen King that we've been so accustomed to cinematically. You have the horror of the dystopian setting and this grueling experience that the characters are going through, but you also have this other side of Stephen King that is so much more soulful and grounded in the character's humanity, like you would see in something like Shawshank Redemption or more recently, The Life of Chuck. And on top of that, it's one of the rare films where you get to see a lot of male bonding and camaraderie with moments of real intimacy and emotional support. Unlike something like The Hunger Games, these guys competing against each other are ultimately bonded through their shared experience, through this sense of solidarity, understanding that while only one of them can win, the true villain is the violent and oppressive system that put them there in the first place, represented by the Major. The film has the qualities of like a really good fable. The details are quite vague, and a lot of the characters fit into these sort of archetypes, and the emotional beats are done in a way that is very blunt but has a visceral impact. A lot of the machinations of the world doesn't really make sense if you think about it, but it still works as a piece of storytelling because it treats these themes in a timeless manner. And as a result, it can apply to many things, whether it be the notion of capitalism itself or the current moment that we're all living in. The film is brutal, but often quite beautiful thanks to the stellar performances from the entire cast, but Cooper Hoffman and David Johnson are especially just absolutely pitch perfect in this. The filmmaking is really strong. This is some of the best work that I've seen from Francis Lawrence, and he's working with a really sharp script from J.T. Molnar, who notably made a big splash last year writing and directing Strange Darling. It is an unflinching and very harsh experience, but I think the way it captures the ugliness of the world, one that I'm sure many of us feel like we're living with day to day, and contrasting that with the sense of solidarity and connection between the boys, the way they slowly come together over the course of the film, seeing each other as people, despite the situation that they were forced into, is something really special, and I think it'll really resonate with a lot of people. So those are my thoughts on The Long Walk. If you've seen the film, feel free to let me know what you thought of it in the comments.